The top office unveiled the itinerary of President Moon Jae-in's three-nation Southeast Asia tour, which immediately follows U.S. President Donald Trump's visit to Seoul. The liberal leader will visit Indonesia, Vietnam, and the Philippines with economic ties and North Korea in mind. Connyoung has the details of the November trip.
When South Korean President Moon Jae-in embarks on an 8-day three-nation Southeast Asia tour on November 8th, he'll travel with his eyes on one of the world's fastest-growing consumer markets, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, and a heavy heart considering the heightened tension on the Korean Peninsula. The president's first stop is Jakarta, Indonesia.
Indonesia is a key member of the ASEAN, representing nearly 40% of the region's economic output. Other than the U.S., it is the biggest export market for South Korea's arms industry and currently the only partner in developing next-generation fighter jets.
Mr. Moon's bilateral summit with his Indonesian counterpart will take place the next day at the presidential palace in Johor, about 60 kilometers from the Indonesian capital, Jakarta. In addition to the summit, President Moon is due to take part in a business forum of roughly 300 businessmen from the two countries, dubbed South Korea-Indonesia Business Roundtable and Summit. The South Korean leader will then fly over to Da Nang, Vietnam to attend the 25th Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum, where Seoul's chief diplomat is set to introduce his country's key economic policy initiative, People-Oriented Sustainable Growth. His 8-day tour will wrap up in Manila, the Philippines, where he'll take part in the 20th ASEAN +3 Heads of Government Summit, other ASEAN-related meetings, and the EAS Security Summit.
The East Asia Summit is a forum that involves nearly all leaders of the East Asian region, and we expect the leaders to discuss a wide range of issues, including North Korea's nuclear program, regional security, as well as non-traditional security threats facing this part of the world.
Experts say Mr. Moon's presidential tour this time will be key in that it'll set the stage for the South Korean leader to demonstrate his economic and security diplomacy skills, particularly with a number of one-on-ones lined up on the sidelines, including one with Chinese President Xi Jinping and Prime Minister Li Keqiang. Connyoung, Arirang News, The Blue House.